Okay, so guys, we are learning place value today. And again, like I already told you, a lot of it should sound or look familiar to you. So we have a place value chart. We have one right here. I also drew one on the board. First, we have the ones place. Okay, raise your hand if you're familiar with the ones place. We all should be raising our hand. Okay, put your hand down. Then we have the tens place. Raise your hand if you know the tens place. Of course we do. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Of course we do. Then we have the, what place is this? Hundreds. Raise your hand if you know the hundreds place. Of course we do. We know 100, 200, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900. Then we have, what's next?
Thousands.
Thousands, good. Thank you all of you that are talking out when I ask a question. I do want to hear your answers. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and up. Okay, what's next, everybody?
10,000.
10,000. So we'd have actually 10,000s. We'd have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, and then it jumps over to what? 100,000. So then we'd have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, 900,000. Does anybody know what's next?
A million.
Good job. Then we have a million. You will learn up to your millions in 5th grade. We'll do a little bit of it today, but then we have the millions. Okay, my question for you, and this one I want you to think in your head. You guys are being very good listeners. Good job. Okay, sitting up. If your eyes are up here, if you're paying attention, if you're helping me, you're going to learn math. Okay. There are ones in every single one of these place value spots. Think in your head on this one. Are all the ones the same? You're thinking in your head. You're not talking out on this one. You're going to think for a minute. We're going to have think time. So you're thinking in your head, there's a 1 in every one of those place value spots. So my question is, you're thinking in your head, are all those ones the same? Are they all worth the same? No. Give me a thumbs up if you think they're all the same. And you don't have to put your thumb high in the air. You can just put it in front of you if you want, so that only I can see it. But thumb up if you think they're all the same. Thumb sideways if you're not sure. And thumb down if you think they are different. Okay. When I count to 3, go ahead and tell me if they are the same or different. 1, 2, 3.
Different.
Different. Let's see how many of you can tell your friend, and if you don't have a friend right next to you, you can just talk out to me. You can just talk out to me. But tell your friend why you think they're different. Why are these ones different? Go ahead and talk to your friend or just tell me. Something 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I heard really good things, and I think probably 3/4 of you were doing what you were asked to do. The other 1/4 that just sat there, you need to be participating, even if we're guessing for now. Okay? And it's okay if we have a wrong answer or make mistakes. You guys will see all the time that I make mistakes in math. Does that mean I don't know math? No, I actually am a very good math teacher. I've won awards in the past. So if I do a wrong answer, that doesn't mean I don't know math. That just means maybe I have a lot on my mind, or I'm trying to do things too quickly. Okay, so They're not the same. Depending on which place value they are in, they are different. And we're going to use the word value. Go ahead and write this word in your book just off to the side like I did. Because value is a word we're going to use a lot. These are place values, the 1, 10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000s. Those are place values. But I'm going to ask you the value of each of these ones. So, everybody, if we're pretending like these ones are cookies, everybody tell me what is the value of the one I circled. How much is that one worth, everybody? One. Do you need a pencil? Okay. So it's worth 1. And we know that because it is in the ones place. Okay? So there's about 4 of you that need to be paying attention up here. We also have a 1 over here. It is not the same value as this one. So when I count to 3, everybody tell me the value of this one. 1, 2, 3. 10. It is 1, 10. So it is worth 10.
Cookies.
Yep, 10 cookies is a lot different than 1 cookie. So now we come over to this one. It's a 1, it's the same. A kindergartner would probably tell us that. But we know that just because it's a 1 does not mean it's the same. It's in the hundreds place. So everybody tell me what the value of this one is. What is it?
100.
100 cookies. We're just saying cookies, but 100. Okay, some of you need to be helping and not just sitting there. We're seeing how this is working. Okay, this one is not the same as this one, is not the same as this one, and is not the same as this one, right? So what is the value of that one, everybody?
1,000
1,000. And we can say they're cookies, but the value is 1,000. So we should be all able to help right now. There's still a few of you that aren't helping. Okay. Now we have this one. If you're not sure, this is what people are telling me. They're looking at the place value spot. Okay, so when I count to 3, tell me what the value is of that one. 1, 2, 3. No, hold on, didn't count to 3 yet. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3.
10,000 cookies.
1, 10,000. So 10,000 cookies. Okay. Oh, I appreciate those of you not making noises because you know that's not what we're doing right now. And last one, what is the value of this one, everybody? What is it?
100,000 cookies.
Okay, if you're not helping us out, you're not going to learn math. Part of math is watching, listening, and helping. Put your pencil down if you are doing something with your pencil. Okay, so the value is different depending on which place value position it is in. Same thing if I put another number here. If I change these 5s, all of these place value spots to 5, are all those 5s the same?
No.
Tell your friend.
50.
Tell your friend next to you, hold on, you're talking over me and you can't hear what I'm saying. Tell your friend when I'm done why these aren't the same. Go ahead and tell each other. If you don't have a friend, you can just talk about it. lots of good definitions, lots of good examples. So we know this 5 is worth how much? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know this 5 is worth how much? 50,000. Make sure you're watching and helping us out up here. 50,000.
Cookies.
Okay, 50,000. So these 5s are all worth different amounts depending on what place value position it's in. Okay, now down here, we're going to answer these questions. It wants us to describe how each place is related to the place next to it. So this says 10 ones. 10 ones, well, I can only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right here. What happens when it changes to some of you need to sit up. Put your pen down and look up here. Thank you. What happens after 9, everybody? What happens next? 10. Do I put a 10 right here? No. I have to move over to the tens place, and it looks like this. So 10 ones is the same as 1, 10. Go ahead and write that down. 10 ones is the same as 1, 10. Can you see okay? Solomon, can you see okay? Okay. All right, well, the next one, thank you those of you that wrote that down. The next one is asking us about, there's 10 tens. Same thing, this only goes up to 9. When I get to 10, we move over to the hundreds. So 10 ones is the same as 100. And I'm going to show you, as soon as you write that down, I'm going to show you on your fingers how to do these. I can tell some of you are a little confused about this part. So if it says 10 tens, okay, let's get our fingers. It's okay if we do things on our fingers, if it helps us to figure out. So 10 tens, let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 10 tens is 100. We just did it on our fingers. So that means 10 hundreds, same thing. We can only go up to 9. When it gets to 10 hundreds, it becomes 1,000. Go ahead and write it, and then we'll do it on our fingers to make sure that what we're writing is correct. Ooh, very nice. Some of you are writing cursive, some of you are writing print, and it looks very, very nice. Okay, whoops, sorry for the submarine tag that is. Okay, let's get our tens again. This time we're going to count hundreds and see if 10 hundreds is really 1,000. Okay? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. 10 hundreds, we just counted on our fingers, is 1,000. Now letter D is a little different. It says 10 blank is 1 10,000. Ooh. So 10 of what
10,000
makes that? What is it, everybody?
10,000.
10,000. And we're going to do that on our fingers in a minute too.
Cookies.
Nope. And whoever's doing that, it's not needed right this second. Yeah, that's right. Okay, 10,000. Go ahead and write it, and we'll do it on our fingers and make sure that we understand how 10,000 is 1 10,000. Okay, can we count thousands on our fingers? Of course we can. Let's count. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. Oh. Nope, I did it. We just did this one. 100,000. We just did that one. I did it wrong. Let's do it right. You guys were doing it right. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. That's right, right? Yeah. And then we already did counting 10 of these would make it 100,000. So that's kind of cool. 10 ones equals 110. 10 tens equals 100. 10 hundreds equals 1,000. 10 thousands equals 10,000. 10 thousands equals 100,000. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you have those written down in your book. Perfect. Good job, good job, good job, good job. Alrighty. Next part, number 2, use the number in the place value chart to solve the problems. Well, it looks like they have all 3s in the place value chart, and that is okay. So, here we go. These 3s are not all the same, right? Right? Okay, they're not all the same, and we know that. So, eraser. Let's read letter A and see what letter A says, but don't yell out the answer. Let's just read letter A, and then we're going to think about it. Okay, let's read it together. The 3 in the tens place has a value of blank. So circle the 3 in the tens place, and on the line, write down the value of that 10. If you forget what value means, we're thinking of it as cookies. So the 3 in the tens place, I even circled this so that my eyes could see exactly which 3 that they're talking about. You're writing the value of that 3. I see lots of pencils moving. I don't want to put the answer until you have an answer in your book. Good. And it's good. It's not that hard of a question. Good. Okay, when I count to 3, you can answer. The 3 in the tens place has a value of 1, 2, 3, what?
30.
30. Because 3 tens is 30. How many of you got it right? Thumb up. Thumb sideways if you made a mistake, but you understand your mistake, and thumb down if you aren't paying attention. No, you don't want to do thumbs down. Okay. Letter B. We're going to learn something new from letter B. Let's just read it first. So, if you're moving your pencil, you should probably put it down because we're not writing anything right this second. Okay, let's go ahead and read this. The 3 in the tens place has a value that is blank times the value of the 3 in the blank place. That is very confusing. Those words are kind of confusing, right? Yeah. So do I just run to my friends and ask them if I can copy their answers because I don't understand? Nope. Do I run to my teacher and ask for the answers because I don't understand? Nope. No. I read it, I take, I'm gonna wait a second. Okay, some of you need to put your eyes up front. Let's stop playing with things, a couple of you. Okay, so we're gonna think about what we know and we're gonna figure this out. Okay, if you're drawing with your pencil, put it down. So it says the 3 in the tens place, okay, is talking about this 3, okay, has a value, we know what that means, has a value that is blank times, we know what times means, the value of the 3 in the blank place. Okay, so what I'm going to teach you and what this is asking us is 3 times 10 equals how much, everybody? Go ahead and just tell me.
30.
30. Let's, on the next one, I expect all of you answering, not just half of you. Okay, 3 times 10 equals what? 300. So this equals that answer. This equals that. So 3 times 10, or 300 times 10 equals what? 3,000. 3,000 times 10 equals what? 30,000. 30,000 times 10 equals 300,000. 300,000 times 10 equals 3 million. So what this is saying to us is that every time we move over a place value, it is times 10. So what I'm going to have you do on your paper, somebody's talking, it needs to be quiet. What I'm going to have you do on your paper, get your pencil. You're going to write times 10, and put your arrow times 10, because this is something you do need to know and understand, and we'll continue to practice it. But if you're writing it right now, like I am, you're looking at it, you're listening, it's going to help you remember. Okay, so I should see you doing the arrows with your times 10.
Wait, no.
Because this is going to help you to remember that every place value we go over, it is times 10. So this letter B says the 3 in the tens place has a value that is 10 times the value of the 3 in the ones place. Because this 10 is 10 times bigger than this. So the 3 in the tens place has a value that is 10 times bigger than the ones place. Give me a thumbs up if you did your times 10 with your arrows. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you filled in the blanks. Okay. We're going to practice this more, but next time we talk about this, it should sound a little more familiar. Every time we go over place value, it is times 10, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, and again, we'll keep practicing this stuff, but that should be kind of a basic understanding. All right, turn over to the next page. And let's go ahead, guys and girls, and read number 3 together so I can make sure everybody's listening and paying attention and participating. Okay, let's read it. Numbers with more than 3 digits have commas to separate groups of 3 digits. Digits in groups of 3 places are called periods. Okay, so what this is saying to us, okay, you should be looking up here because this is where the learning is right now. A couple of you need to be looking up here. Is everything okay back there? Perfect. So we have 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. And then if we had 3 more numbers, we would count 1, 2, 3, comma. And then if we had 3 more numbers, we'd count 1, 2, 3, comma.
And then
Does that help you to see where the commas go? So you start over with the ones and you count 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. So that's how we know where the commas go. That's one way that we know. The other way is talking about it says every group of 3 numbers has what's called a period. I know when I taught 2nd grade, we also called them houses. I don't know if your Chinese math teacher did or not. But that, she did?
Yeah.
Okay, that can help you to remember. So these 3 numbers are in the, which period, guys?
Period.
Ones period. These three numbers are in the thousands period. These three numbers would be in the millions period, and that's as high as we're going to go right this second.
And then the 10 million.
You want me to tell you how you can remember pretty easy which is which? There's a couple of you over here that need to pay attention better, a couple girls. Thank you. So these ones are all the ones period, but these ones that are in the thousands period, do you notice they all have the word thousand? How many of you noticed that on your own? Okay. These all have the word thousand, which means they are in the thousands period. These would all say million too. This would be 5 million. This would be 310 million. This would be 100 million. So all of these would also have the word million, which meant that they were in the millions period. Okay, you will be asked questions about what period a number's in. So this isn't going to be a hard question because we know if it's ones, tens, or hundreds, what period is it in, everybody? Here, let me come back up here so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay. If it is in the ones, tens, or hundreds, everybody, what period is it in?
One period.
If it's thousands, 10,000s, or 100,000s, what period is it in? Thousands period. Okay, so when I count to 3, tell me what period that 7 is in. 1, 2, 3.
Thousands
Good.
period.
I need a couple of you over here helping us out with your voice so that I know that you know what we're doing. Okay, the number that I'm circling right now, if you're not looking up here, you don't know what number I'm circling. Thank you. Okay, when I count to 3, tell me what period that number is in. 1, 2, 3.
One period.
Perfect. That was much better. Let's get one more because there's a couple of you that still haven't answered me, so I don't know. I'm circling a number. When I count to 3, tell me what period that number is in. 1, 2, 3.
Thousands period.
Thousands period. Okay. Are there any questions? I know we're just barely learning this, but are there any like really big questions so far about the periods? Okay. The next part that we're going to learn is numbers can be written in 3 different ways. They can be written in standard form, word form, or expanded form. Do any of those sound familiar to you guys? A couple of you? I don't know the Chinese words that you've learned with those names, but you would have learned them. So we're going to start with standard form. Please find where I am and circle that word standard form. So I'm going to have everybody circle that word in your book. It wants us to write the number up above shown in standard form. Standard form is so easy. Do we know how to write numbers? Yes. Standard form is just writing a number how we always write it. So the number is 467,882. Writing it in standard form is writing it exactly how we write numbers. So go ahead and write that number in standard form. Nothing tricky. So if I ask you tomorrow what standard form is, you should be able to tell me. It's not anything that's tricky. It's something that you've been doing ever since you learned how to write numbers. So standard form is just writing a number exactly how a number is written. We got that? Standard form? Okay. The next one is word form. I want you to circle that. Word form is pretty self-explanatory also. We know what words are. Can numbers be written using words? Yes. So they actually started it down here for us. Right here, they started writing this number in word form. But I want to teach you something that makes it a little easier to write in word form. If we learn how to say the number correctly, then it's easy to write. Because all we have to do is write what we're saying. So the way this works is when we're saying a number, we start with the biggest valued number, which would be the 4 in this number. Do you notice I have a comma right here? That's where the comma goes. Watch when I say this because I will say a word for the comma. Okay, put your pencils down and go ahead and look up here, a couple of you. So I'm going to say this, 467, and then where the comma is, I'm going to say the period of these numbers. So, Lexi, go ahead and put your pen down and watch up here. 467,000, good, leave your friend alone, please. 882. Okay, when I get kids in 4th grade, most of them have not been taught how to read a number. Okay, go ahead and read it with me. 467,882. Commas are important. I'm going to add a comma and a number so that we can try this with a bigger number. Okay. Go ahead and put your eyes up here so that you're learning math. Do we know what house this number is in or what period it's in? Okay, let's go ahead and say it, but actually I'm going to wait for a couple pencils to be put down. Some of you sit up. Okay, let's say it. 5,467,882. Does that help you guys that are paying attention read a number? It makes it easy because we know this is 467. We know this is 882. So I just have to say 467,000, the name of the period, 882. Okay, well, let's write that. They already have, watch up here for a minute so that you can see what I'm talking about. They already have 467. What do we need to write next, you guys?
1,062.
Yeah, sorry, I was dealing with that thing. Okay, I only heard 3 or 4 of you anyway. So it has 467. Good. 1,000. Go ahead and write 1,000. And then put your comma, because that comma is important. So they wrote 467 for us, and we're going to write rest the number. 1,000, comma.
The camera can hear you.
All right, so 467,000. Eyes up here. What's next? How do we say this number? 800. Okay. Yeah. Pay attention. Put your pencil down, please. Okay. 800. I'm going to help you guys write that. 882. Don't just copy me. Make sure that you're understanding what we're doing and why. They already wrote 467. We continued on. 1,000, comma, 882. So we're writing the words exactly how we would say it. So if you ever have to write a number in word form, Say it out loud to yourself and write what you're saying. Okay, make sure that you're doing that. If you're covering your paper when I walk by, it's gonna make me wonder why you're covering it. So if you're not sure, you have a question, ask me. Because we're just learning math, so we're not gonna know all this right now, and that's okay. It's okay to ask questions. Okay, the last one that we're going to do is called, please stop tapping, is called expanded form. So down here, find one of the places that it says expanded form and write it. So we're learning standard form, which is just writing the number just how we always write numbers. Then there's word form, which is writing it in words. The third form is expanded form. Expanded form, I'm going to help you to remember what that one means, unless somebody stole my rubber band, which it looks like somebody did. Did somebody in here take it? Because it was up here before I traded classes, a big blue rubber band. Okay, if you took it, then make sure you return it, because I'm pretty sure it was sitting up there. Just kidding, it's on my desk. Okay, so rubber bands. This is a pretty large rubber band, but still, if I expand it, then I'm stretching it out, right? The same with a number. If we're gonna expand this number, we're going to stretch it out. Does that help you remember expand? Okay, so expand is like a rubber band, stretching it out. Okay, I can't see the number anymore because my screen is up. Can you guys tell me what the number is? 467,882. Good, I was also seeing if you guys remembered how to say it. I just wrote it there because I can't see it up above like you can. For expanded form, remember we're going to stretch these numbers out. We're going to start with the biggest one. The largest valued number is a 4. So I'm going to put a 4 right here. I don't like that the book already gave us the zeros, because that doesn't teach you why there's that many zeros. So we're not filling in any of the other blanks yet. I need you to listen. This is how you know how many zeros to put. We put the 4 up here, and we're going to count how many digits come after the 4. Can you count with me? Okay, a couple of you put your pencils down that are drawing. Okay, count with me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits after the 4. We're not counting the 4 because we wrote the 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. So we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Okay, I'm learning very quickly who has a hard time paying attention during math and who doesn't. Most of you are doing awesome. A couple of you, make sure you're not playing with stuff so that you can learn this. The next number is the 6. So put the 6 there, but then we need to make sure that we understand why they have that many zeros. Just like with the 4, we count how many digits come after the 6. So count with me, how many digits? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how this is working out? Okay, now we have the 7. So we can put the 7 there, but we also need to understand why they put 3 zeros. Do you know why now?
Yep.
Some of you, yeah, if you're listening and paying attention, then you're probably saying, yeah. We count how many digits come after the 7. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 zeros. And then it becomes a lot easier because we know this number, 800. We know 80, and we know 2. Now we're going to practice this and make sure we can do the zeros. So I'm going to give you a number, and I want you to write it down here underneath these lines. Let's do 958,726. Go ahead and write that number down underneath those lines like I did. And we're going to do this one in expanded form. But this time, we're going to make sure we know how to do the zeros. If you want to go ahead of me and do this, you can. If you want to do it with me, you can also. So we take the digit that has the biggest value and we start with that. But we can't just put a 9 there because 9 is different than what this 9 is worth. So we have a bunch of zeros to put, right? Okay, do we know how many zeros? Do we know how many zeros to put? Some of you are telling me you do. Let's count how many digits come after the 9. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 digits after the 9. So how many zeros do we need? 5. So write your 5 zeros, and then you can add your comma, because we know that we count 3 numbers and then put a comma. The value of that 9 is 900,000. Put your plus sign. Okay, you ready to do the 5? So put the 5 up there. Figure out how many zeros to put. Good. Some of you are going ahead of me. You get it. You understand. You can go ahead of me if you want to, if you get it, if you understand. But hold on. We make sure on the 5 that you actually have how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you have 4 zeros and make sure that comma's in the right place. I passed somebody that, I don't know if they had the right amount of zeros and their comma was in the wrong place. We have 3 digits and then the comma. Okay, go ahead and do the 8 if you haven't done the 8. Put the 8, count the digits behind it, and that's how many zeros you put. Okay, he's done, he's got it. Okay, except for your commas are in the wrong spots. You've got to do 1, 2, 3, and then put your comma. 1, 2, 3, and then put your comma. Okay, make sure you're putting those plus signs. We need those plus signs. And I've got to be able to read what you're writing. If I can't read it, then it gets marked wrong. Okay, sit up please, a couple of you girls back there. The 8, did you put 3 zeros and put your comma right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have our plus sign, and I think you know these ones pretty easy. So the 7 is 700 plus the 2 is 20 plus 6. Okay, and we will keep practicing this. I think we have 2 more lessons after today that we're practicing this, and then you will have a test. With this math program, we have a test about once a week, and that's okay. It's only like 5 or 6 questions, so that's okay. Okay, we're gonna keep practicing this, but it should start making sense, right? Yeah, if you're paying attention and not playing with your shirt or your pencil or drawing, then this is starting to make sense. Alrighty. On this page, we are going to skip to the bottom. Number 2 right here. please help me read what it says. So you're either looking up front or you're looking at your book, but let's go ahead and read it. Ready? Circle a digit in the place value chart. What is the value of the circled digit? Okay, I want you to circle any digit, but don't circle the same digit as the person next to you. So again, circle any digit, but don't circle the same digit as the person next to you. Make sure you're circling a different digit. Okay, and some of you might have two partners, like I know Dice can handle having Cole as a partner and William, or else William, you can also talk back to Kai. So try to find somebody to talk to even if you have a different partner. But now you're going to tell the value of the digit you circled. So tell your friends the value of the digit you circled. So Ariel, you can talk to Nathan or Aaliyah. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, half of you were quiet when I got to 0. Remember, everybody needs to be. Give me a thumbs up if your partner said the correct value for the digit they circled. Okay, put your thumb sideways if you had to do a little teaching. You had to remind him and kind of teach him a little bit. Is that okay if we use each other for teachers sometimes? Yeah. So maybe I circled this one and I said 5,000. And then my partner would nicely tell me, oh wait, the 5 is in the 10,000 place, so it would really be 50,000. So it's okay for you to be a teacher sometimes to the person next to you. Okay, turn the page. And this is our last page. We're gonna try to get this done before lunchtime. So, please read number 3 with me. That means everybody needs to read it. Okay, let's go ahead and read it. Numbers with more than 3 digits have a comma to separate groups of 3 digits. Digits in groups of 3 places are called periods. Okay, go ahead and add your commas really quick because I know we've talked about it a couple times. So see if you can place the commas in the correct place. Oftentimes, I teach you things before the book does just because it's easier to teach you sometimes at a different place. So, let's see if you should be doing your commas. You should be doing your commas. Okay, so see if you can figure out where to put your comma. The rule is to count 3 digits. So we start in the ones place and we count 1, 2, 3, then we put our comma. Or you can think about it as putting commas to separate the periods. How many of you got that comma in the right spot? Yeah. Okay, make sure you're paying attention back there. Okay. All right, let's read right here and see what it wants us to do. Read it with me. Write the number shown above in standard form, the way you usually see it. Okay, quick and easy. Write this number in standard form. If you were in the room, you should be able to do that quick and easy. Okay. Standard form is quick and easy. It's the same way we always write numbers. Yep, if William's done, if Dice is done, we should be done. So, 284,371. Give me a thumbs up if you got it. Thumbs sideways if you made a mistake, but you know what mistake you made. And if you're not giving me your thumb, then I know you're not paying attention. That's one way I test to see is paying attention. Is it okay for us to have thumb sideways? Yes, we're just learning. All right, next one. We're going to do the word form. So we're going to skip clear down here and we're going to do the word form. Let's say the number to see if we remember how to say a number and make it easier to write word form. Okay, say it with me. 284,371. That was good. So they have 284. So 284. What's the next word we write? Thousand. Good job, you guys. I love this.
Million.
Thousand, comma. And then easy peasy part next. What's after 1,000? What are we going to write? 371. So 371. So if you're writing a number word form, say it first. It makes it a lot easier to write it. Plus, it helps us to learn how to spell these number words anyway. Okay, I see some of you are done, and I see half of you with pencils moving, so I think a lot of you are still looking. Are you raising your hands, Lachlan, or just telling me you're done? Or okay. We're going to do 2 more things in this lesson today. We're going to do expanded form using the easy peasy way that they give us right here where they did the zeros for us. And then I'm going to give you a different number so that we can do it for real on our own. Go ahead and take these numbers and plug them into the expanded form that they already gave you. So put the numbers here where they go. Okay. And then, good, lots of you already have those numbers there. Really, this doesn't teach us anything. It's just teaching us to put numbers in the blank. It's not teaching us how to do this ourselves. So you would have just put 284,371. That doesn't teach us how to do expanded form, does it? No. Let's do one for reals. Try that magic trick again. There we go. Oh, you have lots of room down here. Let's go ahead and let's have us do 843,634. This number, write it down. Write it down in standard form. So that number I wrote, go ahead and write it down. Some of you need to stop drawing during math time. Good. Now you're going to write it in expanded form. So of course you'll start with the 8. You'll count how many digits after the 8. And you will write your zeros and then put a plus sign and go to the next number. See if you can do that one on your own or see how far you can get. Don't forget the plus signs. So I did the first one for you. That's not our bell. Good. Oh, I can see that Eleanor is getting it. You're all done? Yep. Good. You're getting it. Good. And you don't need to look at your friend's paper because you just have to count how many digits come after. And then you know how many zeros. Good. These girls have it. These boys are getting it. Remember, nice handwriting, a couple of you, because I have to be able to read it. Okay, don't forget your zeros though. So erase that and make sure you get your zeros. And we're not going to say, I don't know how many zeros, because we know we count how many digits come after that number. So for the 4, did you do 4 zeros and make it 40,000? Check your paper, how many of you got 40,000 for that one? Okay, I know some of you are still writing and that's okay. Then we have the 3, so we do the plus sign, and the 3 would be 3,000. How many of you got that? Okay, good job, thanks for your thumbs, it does help out. Then we get to the easier ones, we have 600 plus 30 plus 4. So no more are we gonna say, I don't know how many zeros to put, because we know we just count the digits behind the one that we wrote down. Okay, not too bad for our first math lesson, right? Hopefully that reminds you of a few things. Hopefully you learned a little bit, and we'll continue on Wednesday and Thursday and probably have a test on Friday. Okay, good job today, you guys.